In the quiet aftermath of profound loss, gestures of remembrance often carry the weight of a lifetime's love. Such was the case for Duke Keaton, the 25-year-old son of the legendary Diane Keaton, who stepped out into the world not with despair but with a deliberate nod to the woman who shaped him. Emerging from the Beverly Hills home they once shared, Duke's first public sighting since his mother's passing became an unwitting tribute, a sartorial echo of her unparalleled style that spoke volumes without uttering a word. Clad in an all-black ensemble that evoked both mourning and modernity, he layered on 2 silver cross necklaces, a hallmark of Keaton's devoted nun aesthetic that she championed since the 1990s. It was a subtle yet searing homage, transforming a simple errand into a statement of enduring connection, as if Duke were carrying her spirit forward one accessory at a time. The image of Duke striding purposefully from the sprawling Los Angeles property, a black Louis Vuitton bag slung over his shoulder, captured a young man grappling with grief while honoring its source. Keaton's home, a mid-century modern haven filled with her eclectic collections, vintage photographs, quirky sculptures and walls lined with books on architecture and film, was more than a residence. It was a canvas for her life's work. Duke's choice of attire mirrored her signature uniform: tailored trousers cinched with a wide belt, a crisp blazer over a simple blouse, all topped with oversized sunglasses and a brimmed hat for that air of enigmatic poise. The crosses, however, were the masterstroke, delicate chains that she first layered in the 90s, blending Catholic iconography with bohemian flair, turning faith into fashion. They dangled against his black shirt like talismans, warding off sorrow while invoking her playful defiance of convention. In Hollywood's sea of fleeting trends, Keaton's look was timeless, a rebellion against sameness that Duke now embodied, proving that style, like love, outlives the body. This outing unfolded against the backdrop of a family shrouded in privacy, their bond a deliberate sanctuary amid Keaton's public persona. Adopted in her mid-50s alongside brother Dexter, now 29, Duke grew up in a home where motherhood was less instinct and more intentional odyssey. "Motherhood was not an urge I couldn't resist," Keaton once reflected in an intimate interview, her words painting adoption as a long-germinating thought rather than a spontaneous leap. Single and unapologetic, she dove in headfirst, embracing the chaos of raising 2 boys with the same wry humor that defined her on-screen roles. For Duke, this meant a childhood rich in creativity, weekends exploring Los Angeles's hidden architectural gems, evenings debating film classics over homemade pasta, and holidays filled with her offbeat traditions, like decorating with mismatched ornaments inspired by The Godfather. Keaton's parenting was hands-on yet freeing, encouraging her sons to question norms just as she did, from her androgynous Annie Hall wardrobe to her refusal to marry despite romances with titans like Al Pacino, Warren Beatty, and Woody Allen. Keaton's life was a mosaic of contradictions, fiercely private yet profoundly influential, glamorous yet grounded in quirk. Her health's swift decline in recent months caught even intimates off guard, a source close to the family later shared. Surrounded solely by Dexter and Duke in her final days, she chose seclusion, a final act of control in a career built on vulnerability. Friends noticed the shift. The dream home listed at $29 million, a Brentwood sanctuary where she once strolled daily with her dog, now silent. She loved her neighborhood, a confidant recalled, evoking images of Keaton in her uniform, hat perched, sunglasses shielding thoughtful eyes, regardless of rain or shine. Carole Bayer Sager, the songwriter behind Keaton's holiday single First Christmas, was among the last to see her, stunned by the weight loss after a wildfire-forced relocation to Palm Springs. "She had lost so much weight," Sager lamented, her voice thick with shock, underscoring how Keaton's frailty belied her indomitable spirit. Duke's tribute arrives as Hollywood reckons with the void left by Keaton, the Oscar winner whose career spanned decades of reinvention. From the neurotic charm of Annie Hall, where she nabbed Best Actress for a role that mirrored her own eccentricities, to the comedic bite of First Wives Club, Keaton was a chameleon, blending vulnerability with steel. Off-screen, she poured that energy into single motherhood, admitting in Ladies' Home Journal that preparation was an illusion. "I was never going to be prepared to be a mother," she quipped, her candor a balm for aspiring parents everywhere. Never wed, despite Beatty's poetic pursuits or Alan's intellectual sparring, Keaton viewed marriage as a mismatch for her independent soul. "I think I'm the only one in my generation who has been a single woman all her life," she told People, laughing off high school prophecies of wifedom. "I don't want to be a wife. No." Her exes, she mused, were likely relieved, a gracious nod to loves that fueled art but not altars. For Duke, this legacy is personal, a blueprint for resilience amid loss. Stepping out with her crosses, he channels not just style but substance. The way Keaton turns solitude into strength, eccentricity into iconography. The necklaces, once her armor against paparazzi flashes, now symbolize continuity, a thread linking her 1977 breakthrough to his 2025 resolve. As he navigates this first outing, carrying her bag like a relic, Duke embodies the quiet power she taught him. Grieve boldly, love fiercely, dress like you mean it. Hollywood mourns, but in Duke's stride, Keaton lives on, her crosses gleaming as beacons of an unconventional life well lived.